Hello and welcome to Somerset County FC's tutorial for registering your players. And we're going to register a player that has previously been registered on a team. And so this is going to be new for both you and I because this is a feature that we didn't previously have. So you do need to sign into your account. I'm going to sign into this account. I do have two. I do have another account that I'm using for Haven for those that do not have all the crazy features that my main account has. But so here we go. So after I clicked on the link to register my player, it asked me to log in. And then once I've logged in, here is the landing page. So it asks you to select the player that you're registering. Surprised Chelsea didn't come up here. So we're picking Alyssa. Okay. And I'm just going to scroll through and just make sure this information is correct. So we do have a change. Where is school? Let's go. So there is some information that I do need to update in here. But the good thing is that the good thing is, actually, you know what? I do want you to put what she is going to be in for the upcoming season. So for her, she'll be in 8th grade. The good thing is that you don't have to do all this from scratch. All this information previously entered from our registration from last year. So there should be minimal amount of work that you have to do this time. Now, Alyssa does have an email address. If for some reason you would like to include it, please do so. And all this means is that she gets copied on our emails regarding practices, games. If there's any other updates that we give, she would be copied as well. Your player would be copied. So we'll leave her on here. And you can also, at this point, add in another account. Important, we do need the headshot and birth certificate. So let me see if I can just find this really quickly. Alyssa. Oh, let's do the right thing though, right? It is school pick. And like I said, once you've gotten it in, you don't have to do it anymore. But it is required so that we can get this information over to US Club and card them a lot quicker than we were doing it before. Because what would happen before is you'd enter in the information and then we'd manually go over and enter it again. So it was definitely doubling the efforts. All the ones with the asterisks, please, please, please. Just make sure you've completed. It should yell at you if you haven't done it. This should be required each time you do it because you're signing the statement for US Club. I do see this box. You will not see this box. So this is just because I have the admin features. Okay. And in here, you do have, that's funny. In my initial registration, I only put down myself as a parent. I didn't put John as the emergency contact information for her. You don't have to do it this way. You can certainly put mom and dad on there. And an emergency contact is a whole outside person. That was not the case here. And it's not required to put down a secondary. It's good practice though, especially if you know that there is a health issue, for your child, some medical concern. You just want to have like the next person that may be very familiar with their issue, whether it's asthma, whether they've got like some severe allergy, which would require an EpiPen. So if somebody else is carrying the EpiPen for you, please put them down so that in the event we can't catch you and your child needs an EpiPen, we can get it as soon as possible. Although true enough, if they need an EpiPen, I'd like to see it on the field, with the player. Okay, so insurance information. I don't know why we've got Morristown Medical. We can leave it. I actually prefer 100, but anyway. So for Alyssa, she has no allergies, but obviously you have a lot of areas where you can put in your allergies, medical conditions, anything. If I was to say yes. So what the medical condition, perhaps, they have some sort of growth plate issue, please put it in. They've had a previous injury that they're still kind of recovering from, or is never really cleared. Put that in so that we're aware. Okay. And this is a medical treatment authorization and liability waiver. You typically see this on US Club Soccer's R002 form. Don't know why I remember what form number it is, but that's the form. And it's basically the ability for us to provide that patient, that player, treatment, to get them to the necessary hospital, as well as to insure them under US Club Soccer's insurance. So it is important that you read and sign this. It is always required whenever we're doing registrations. Yes, your child is insured by US Club Soccer on top of your insurance. So that's definitely something that you need to be familiar with. We make sure that your child is safe and has the ability to get treatment in the event of an emergency. And let's say I'm going to forge her signature, but I'm not. Okay. Okay. So all I would do is just review this information. And again, it's really short for me because I opted to only put one parent. You only need one parent on here. A lot of times we do have single family households or single parent households, or we do have households where maybe dad does the majority of things and mom travels a lot. And so really putting down mom's information, while nice to know who mom is, may not be necessary because we're not going to be able to contact her. But it is nice to include both parents. But we do have those occasions, or where it's not even, it's, there's a whole nother guardian, maybe an older sister, older brother is the primary caretaker. So there is no need to have, the secondary person. You can select this if you want. It's not required. I'm going to skip that and just hit complete registration. Okay, and then you get this lovely message, and this registration gets emailed over to both John and myself so that we have the confirmation that you guys are complete. Don't forget to follow up with your initial payment for next season so that we can get your player carded. Now that we have the information to actually pay for the carding and to get uniforms and stuff ordered, we want to do it as early as possible this year, because we know that there is a tremendous lag time of a couple of months. So we want to get it in as soon as possible so that we can get everybody started and geared up quicker this year. All right. So if you have any questions, as you can see, they have this lovely little box here where you can email us at info@somersetcountyfc, or you can give us a call at 908-516-TEAM. Most of you guys know that we are certainly available on Facebook, and you can always, catch us through Facebook, or you can, call or text us. We are available, whatever you should need and have any assistance with. If you have a problem getting into your account, let us know and we can help you through that as well. All right. Thank you so much for your time, and look forward to seeing you on the pitch.